We're talking to the guys, and they mentioned how it's important to throw the first punch. They said that, throughout a lot of the first part of the season, it was other teams coming out strong against you. Each of the last two, you guys have thrown that first punch. How important for you as a head coach is it to see your guys have that mentality and actually perform it?
I mean, we're getting closer to playing 40 minutes. We've had times where we had slow starts or, a bad start to a second half or, but we're starting to put it all together, defending and rebounding at a high level, setting the tone at the start of the games, and then just trying to execute. I thought we were a little bit better today with our ball care. We had 13. We like to be under 12, but we just did a good job of setting the tone. And I just thank God that we had the strength to, come out and play with the energy we had because we had a lot of games this last week.
Coach, the one of the things that this is a bit of stringing together a couple wins, and I know there's a win on the road as opposed to winning at home. One is, how much different is it getting that win on the road? And Jay-Z mentioned roadkill and getting that for these guys. And where does this come from? Like, how has this been a progression over the course of the year to knock on that ceiling, crack that ceiling, and now finally break through that ceiling?
Yeah, we've been close. We've been close in a lot of games on the road. We felt like if we had just played a little bit better, we could win the game. I mean, it was a 2-possession game against UNC with 5 minutes to go. We were up against Notre Dame. So, we've been close. And we just kind of played well at times. It was close, but no cigar. So now today we got the cigar. We played well and we finished. And so just happy for our guys, happy for our program. I thought we played BC basketball. I know how it should look in terms of the DNA of this program. And I thought we played BC basketball.
At halftime, did anything change? I mean, you guys had a lead, 11 points at one point in the first half. They closed the gap, and then you guys came out strong after a little bit of a rough start in the second half. Was there any changes that you made during halftime?
Yeah, we made a mistake of not covering the zone, the 3-2 zone at the last couple. Well, we only had one day, so we didn't have a lot of time to prepare. But so we didn't spend enough time talking about the 3-2 zone. They hadn't ran it much this year. We saw it maybe 6 to 8 possessions throughout the whole year. So we knew it wasn't something that they wanted to do. But we got up 14, and they had to make a change because we had found some rhythm. And they went to the 3-2 zone, and we just made some mistakes. We didn't execute. And so I was just hoping we can get to the halftime up and then make the adjustments and tell them, hey, here's how you attack the zone. And if you do these things and you execute it, we'll be able to get some good shots and they'll get out of it. And so we were able to, show them a few things. They went out and executed it brilliantly. And then they got out of the zone and went back man. And then we kind of took control of the game, and it got to the game with 10 minutes to go. We took control. We started to really defend. We made some good shots and, just fortunate.
But you had 21 points off the 18 turnovers by NC State. How do you kind of train or work with the team to say, look, we're going to create turnovers is important, but then secondary to that is being able to turn them back, move down the floor, and then get some shots up and get them in?
Well, we hadn't really, gambled a lot with this team. I tell the guys all the time, if I go to Vegas, I'm not going to play blackjack. I'm going to do nickel and dime slots. So I don't really want to trap and gamble and press. I just want to pressure you and see if you make a mistake. And so we talk about that with our guys. Our guys do a great job of pressuring, and we press in the half court. So we just try to, defend the ball well and be in the gaps, stabbing at the ball when people drive it. So we just got our hands on a lot of balls. But we didn't go in the game trying to force 18 turnovers. We went in the game trying to keep them out of the paint. And because we were in good position, we just happened to, knock some balls loose. But we didn't trap any. We were just in good position.
Any last one?
How difficult was it to handle that two-man game they had going on a little bit there with Smith and Seaborn? I just felt like those two were carrying it for NC State. What made them so hard to guard at that point?
They've been doing it all year. So I knew we couldn't shut them down. I just hoped we could make them take hard shots. So I thought we did a pretty good job making them take hard shots. But the Smith kid, with 5 minutes left in the first half, and we were up 12 or 13. We let him get loose a couple of times for open shots. He made both. He cut the game from 14-8, and so, and Sebron was just hard to keep out of the paint, but he does that all the time. Did a little bit better job, the last 10 minutes of the game, but he really hurt us the first part of the game.
Any last ones?
Hi, Coach. Sorry. I was just going to ask, you adjusted your starting five a little bit by having both of your big men on the floor at the same time. What effect did that bring you guys? Did that increase a lot of energy? They mentioned that it allowed one of them to trap one of the five.
Yeah, we had to play big last game against Florida State because we was without DeMar, who was a very important part of our scheme. But he missed the Florida State game. He missed the second half of the Syracuse game. He hadn't practiced. So we didn't really know how much he could do. He said he felt better. We gave him 3 days of rest. Really had a bum toe. And so just told him yesterday, hey, look, because we don't know how much you can go, 10 minutes, 18 minutes, 25 or 30, we'll bring you off the bench, and let QP start. So that's what we decided to do. And what we noticed was that was a lot of size for us, and we could get it inside, and we really hurt them inside early. And I think that had a lot to do with us getting off to a good start.